that gives you the proper amount of bend. So you should bend forward until you reach the top of your knees. Now I have really short arms, so I have to bend more than you do. And then if you just put your arms together and hang them directly under your shoulders, that would be a good posture. Your shoulders are down and chest is lifted a little bit, and your back would be a little straighter than that. You have a little bit of shrugging of the shoulders, so you've got a rounded spine a little bit, which is just a slight misalignment of your spine, that's all. So it would look a little more like this. So what are the major differences? His hands are more underneath his shoulders. So typically the tip of the ball of the foot, the tip of the knee, the tip of the elbow, and the top of the spine are in a plumb line. So the ball of the foot, the tip of the knee, tip of the elbow, top of the spine. And you know what's good about your golf swing is you have a nice shape to your swing. In other words, that cone area, you take the club a little bit underneath the plane. We call it underneath when the club head and the hands get underneath that yellow area.
Okay.
That would be a little off. You would want to go more along that. Your hands should run right along that line, and the shaft should stay in that cone a little more. But once you start rotating, you do a nice job of getting the club in a good position at the top. And then you come down nicely inside the cone, underneath it a little. So that's actually the proper swing to hit a draw. Now, if your club and your hands and the shaft were to come over here, you'd be hitting a slice. But we can work with this.
Okay. And maybe I had my terminology wrong, but yeah, it usually goes off to the right. I don't know if that's a draw or a slice or.
Yeah, it's just a push, open club face. But if you put a box on your hips here, what's happening here is your hips go forward a little bit. No, not really. That's good. You stayed pretty still there. Lost your balance a little, falling back a little bit. But yeah, this is a good swing. So, in review, the club's going a little bit to the inside. So when the shaft reaches parallel with the ground, or when your hands should be in line, the club head should be just about in line with your hands or slightly to the outside of your hands.
Okay.
And then at the top, the club should be close to parallel to the toe line, which isn't far off from where you're at. So I would say you're in pretty good shape.